The Auburn Tigers are finalizing a deal to make Hugh Freeze their next head football coach. A lot to unpack with this one. Obviously, Hugh Freeze, formerly, I suppose, at this point in time, the head coach at Liberty, going to be the next guy at Auburn. We got to unpack a little bit about the whole off-the-field stuff. Not so much unpack, but at least mention, because that's the first question people are going to ask that have objections to Hugh Freeze being the next head coach for the Auburn Tigers. So I'll just say this. The good people at Auburn have a ton at stake with hiring Hugh Freeze. Like, they have more stake in the game than anybody. And I'll promise you their homework was done, and they obviously feel comfortable enough about Hugh Freeze to give him the keys to their program. So I'll just leave it at that. Again, not going into the weeds with that. That's what we think about that. Hugh Freeze has done more with less at Liberty. Not to knock Liberty, but they just became an FBS program in 2018. Became a full member in 2019, getting bowl eligibility. Guess what? He went 34-15. To go 34-15 at a program that is just now getting their legs with the big boys, like, you have to be able to be a good coach and get the most out of your program. So what Auburn is getting in Hugh Freeze is a winner and a guy who knows the SEC. Spent a lot of time at Ole Miss, and this is probably going to be the thing that folks appreciate the most about Hugh Freeze. Beat Nick Saban not once, but 2 years in a row. How many of you know the Iron Bowl, something they take very seriously? They would love to have that be a thing, consistently beating Nick Saban. So that's a very, very big deal. And so here's the first order of business for Hugh Freeze. 1, do everything in your power to retain Cadillac Williams on your staff. Why? Well, because he's phenomenal for the program, phenomenal from the university, but he's going to do a really good job being able to retain some of the talent that you want to keep on that roster. Cadillac Williams, in some circles, was getting pushed to be the next head coach at Auburn, but if you can keep him on your staff, I think he'd be a phenomenal asset for recruiting. Yes, the high school students eventually, but keeping the guys on your roster, Cadillac Williams, will be a crucial ingredient to getting that done. The second order of business, you need to hit the transfer portal and hit it hard. Because now with so much player mobility, Auburn, assuming that they are backing Hugh Freeze, which them hiring him tells you everything they need to know, they have a lot of NIL resources that they can now put into play. So with that being said, Auburn is now going to become an attractive spot from an NIL package standpoint for some of these key players that are going to hit the portal here very soon. And we've seen it. In today's age of college football, you can revamp your program in a very short amount of time with what you have available in the portal. Just ask USC, okay? So Auburn hired Hugh Freeze. Love what he did at Liberty. He knows the SEC. He has history beating Nick Saban. Auburn has got their guy as Hugh Freeze. Again, finalizing a deal to be Auburn's next head football coach. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, would love to have you at the party. We do content every single day, breaking news like this, analysis on games, analysis on college football news. We got you covered every single day. We're going to keep the party rolling, and we will see y'all next time. Hey, y'all, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also, be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.